it's your girl, Miss FA here. Now, a lot of you may not know this, but I am a fan of comedy. I love comedy shows, comedy movies, etc. And I came across this amazing special. I do label it to be amazing, yes, amazing special on Netflix by Jamie Foxx. What happened was, so I watched it. And I got some things to say about it right here on Moments of FA, where we talk about love, life, and God. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I am a huge fan of comedy. The cleaner, the better though. But I'm a huge fan of comedy. I do watch a lot of comedy shows. In fact, on my Netflix account, I have a whole bunch of comedy specials, literally right there. And I haven't really been to a comedy show yet, and I want to so bad. So if you're in the Metro Atlanta area and you want to go see a comedy show, the cleaner, the better. And by the girl, I'll go with you. I do want to go. But anyways, I just recently watched Jamie Foxx's special last night, and to be honest with you, I have mixed feelings about the show because I do want to say it's more of a testimonial type of thing, filled with a whole bunch of stuff, but that is a-okay. There's so much stuff that I've learned from that I pulled from it, and I want to share my thoughts with you. The first thing is this. Jamie Foxx mentioned something. He said when he was, feeling, because I don't know if you saw this on social media, you probably may have, on Instagram, etc., Facebook, whatever, where there were so many stuff about Jamie Foxx had a stroke and this and this and this and this, and then people came out and said he's been cloned. That's not him. That's this and this and this. I don't really know too much details about it because I didn't dig into that, but he came out and he explained himself, right? So thank God for that. The first thing he said, one of the things he said was that he was feeling, he had a terrible headache and etc. And by the time he asked for aspirin, by the time, it could come, it was too late. He was gone and he lost consciousness or does not remember 20 days of his life during that period. He said when he came to he was talking to God, and he said, why me? Why? I am Jamie Mother effing Foxx. Why is this happening to me? Why? Don't you see, God, don't you see? Like, he was angry. He came out of a place of anger. That's how I sensed it. Why is this happening to me? Don't you see all these other bad people out there? Like, God, I'm a good person. I make people laugh. This is what I love to do. So why me? And I was just watching, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people will say that too. We always go ahead and we immediately jump to conclusion. Why me, God? Don't you see I'm doing this? Don't you see I'm doing that? I don't deserve this. It should be happening to this person and that person and so forth. And then he said something, and I believe he said, God was talking to him. It's like, why not? Why not you? I allowed it to happen. And it was just so much stuff. And before I go further into the first thought, I love what he said, I don't know how y'all talk to God, but when I talk to God, he's like, hey, yo, what's up, nigga? What you doing? Excuse my language there. But it dawned on me. I was like, the way God may sound to you may not sound like that to me. Each one of us, God speaks to us according to how he knows that we're able to perceive. He knows that we're able to receive, I should say. He knows that we're able to know what's up. You know what I mean? To somebody, God may talk to them like, hey, this is what's up. And to another person, God may be like, yo, what are you doing? You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand how God speaks to you. You got to know, like, this is God talking to me through this situation. I know this is him. And it's okay for it not to sound. It's okay for it not to look like how he does to me. You understand? So I want you that to be out there. So I love that he said that. But when he kept asking, why me? Why me, God? Why's this happening to me? It took a long time because then he got angry. And of course, he didn't want assistance. The therapist was coming. The nurses were coming. He was, acting stubborn and acting proud and all that, stuff that we know that we do. And it dawned on me that, we live in a fallen world, right? We live in a fallen world, and though the Bible tells us that we are in the world, but we're not of the world, we have to realize that because we live in a fallen world, there are things that are going to be happening. There are things that will affect us. There are things Christians get sick, Christians get cancer, Christian does this and does that and all that stuff. But I'm being careful with what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, because I know some people out there, okay? I'm being very careful. But he said when he was going through that period, he said, Lord, I'm going to start going to church. I'm going to start going to church. I'm gonna start I'm gonna get back. I used to play for the church. I used to play, the piano in the church, and that's, I guess, his conversation that he was having with God. And it dawned on me, I was like, it's funny how, listen, it's never too late to run to God. It's never too late. But it's funny how a lot of times we wait until something happens to us, and that's when we realize, oh my goodness, I need to give my life to Christ. Because he kept saying, like, Lord, I just need a second chance. I need a second chance. I need to be able to be funny. I need to be able to make people laugh. I need a second chance. I will go back to church, I promise. And I'm praying that he goes and does, as he said, whatever conversation he had with the Lord. But it's funny how we always wait till when something is terrible before we find God, if we ever do. This is why my biggest thing of why I created this page in my social media platform on all of that, I always I'm promoting the mere fact that we need to know God, especially when everything is all right. Especially when everything is working out well, that's when we need to go ahead and rush. That's when we need to go ahead and actually build that prayer, build the discipline to pray, discipline to fast, discipline to stay in the word, discipline to hold on to God, the discipline to be obedient unto him, the discipline to be faithful. That's when we need to know God, because not everybody will run to God when things go haywire. Some people will blame him. Some people will hate him even more. Some people will have so many feelings and so forth. But when you already know God, when your anchor's already in him in the good times, baby, when that trouble comes, when the tribulation comes, when the cancer comes, and I'm not praying it comes for you, but what I'm saying is when these things do come, which they will in different shapes, form, and whatsoever, but when they come, it is much easier to continue to believe in God. It's much easier to hold on to him rather than you're trying to go and find him. Yes, it's never too late to give your life to God. It's never too late to turn to God. But while everything is working out for you right now, while you're in a good position, I should say, please, by all means, know Jesus Christ. Because I have to say Jesus, because nowadays everybody says God is something. Some people say, I am God. Some people, call the stars God and this God. So I have to be very clear about who I'm talking about. It's Jesus Christ. When everything is going well for you right now, get to know Jesus Christ. Don't wait till your situation has to force you to know God. Don't wait till your situation puts so much pressure on you before you know God or before you return to him. There's some of you who are watching this. You were once in the church choir. You were once at church. You were once an usher. You were once a pastor per se. I don't know what may or may not have happened, but please, by all means, right now, while everything is working for you, build that discipline and get to know Jesus Christ and get to really experience him and get to walk in his words and believe in what he has said according to his words. That's one thing. The second thing that I also, and I actually will say his special, though he had his ways of putting stuff in there, right? His special was more for testimony. And I love that because even though it had some stuff inside, but I love that he explained and it was just great. I really enjoyed it. And I mean, there was so many stuff that he said, honestly. There was so many, and I know that people will have so much words to say. Some people will be like, how come he's over here, talking about feeling horny for Halle Berry, and then one thing is talking about God, one thing is this. I had my thoughts too, but hey, God works on us one step at a time. Transformation doesn't happen immediately, okay? It's a process. But really, my biggest takeaway from all of that is, please, when something's happening to you, instead of going and say, God, why me? I don't deserve it. This shouldn't happen to me. Aren't you seeing the good stuff I'm doing? Stop. You're going to stand like, Lord, I don't understand what's going on. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to question you because I know nothing will come to me without passing through you if you're a child of God. Nothing will come past you to come to me. I know that for a fact. What do you want me to know at this period of time? What is it? Because everything is meant to use for his glory, right? What do I do at this point? What is it? That's number one. Number two, to also get to know him right now when everything's working for you. Please. So my prayer for Brother Jamie is that he keeps his promises as he has promised God. Because I shouldn't guess. I know there's some bargaining that happened, while he was in that state. It reminds me of the King Hezekiah when he was like, Lord, please, 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 just let me live. Just help me out. And the bargain, when he cried to God. So I know some bargaining went on, and I pray that he sticks to it and God just blesses and helps him. And then as time goes on, we will see the transformation. But that's my take on Jamie Foxx's show. I know you were expecting something else, but that's my take. So if you have a Netflix account, definitely go check it out. Jamie Foxx's special, What Had Happened Was. And then you'll be blessed by it, because I certainly was. And I laughed as well because it was funny. All right, that's it, y'all, for now. I will see you guys next time. Moments of F-A, or talk about love, life, and God. If you've yet to subscribe, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. Like this video. Let me know where you're watching from in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to leave your notifications button turned on so you can get new alert of every single video that comes from this channel. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.